So when I type in proxy list dot hide my ass and go all the way to the bottom, it show me this criteria that I can say all country, narrow down all port, HTTP, HTTPS, anonymous level, done, low, medium, slow, medium, fast, all that stuff. I can select them and test the data and all that, and say 100 page. So after I go to, then I click update my result. Update. Click it. Click. Might take a while to load. Update. It's not working. It's loading. It's loading. Yeah, it's loading and go back. And it'll show you the speed and different IP address. See, last update, IP address, port, country, speed, and time. So it'll show you that it's the 3-minute speed is high. It's port 80 with different address. A lot of this stuff with different country lists. Wow. Okay. Then I basically type. Then I go back to my terminal and type this. Starting an mmap proxy change.sf.net. Starting my nmap 7.0 by typing that IP address at that particular time and see what happened, and it's still loading. Or I can cancel it. I do Control C to cancel it, and basically go back to my startup, and basically that's what you do to get rid of Elastic. And then after you do that, there's a reset the Raspberry Pi to factory setting, and then it's a once you cover your track on the endpoint of the network, the final step is to remove financial evidence from the tool that you are used. To clean Raspberry Pi, you simply need to re-image the SD drive. You can find this up on chapter 1, Raspberry Pi Kali Linux Basic, who format the SD card using SD card format, or Apple Disk Utility. You can continue for chapter 1. So basically, I can reset this SD card. Erase this SD card in a micro converter to convert the SD card to micro, and erase the data and reboot it to get a brand new. Or another option is just break my micro SD card, show this one to cut up in that, but I do not want to do that because SD card is expensive and it's very important, and as well. So I'm not gonna do that option. My option is gonna erase my SD card and reuse it for a new project. However, I'm still using this one for chapter 6 during my using the OSD card for a test purpose for penetration testing with Raspberry Pi. Test it for chapter 6, and then if it worked, then after it worked, then I would erase it and redo the whole process for chapter 1, only for chapter 1, and then the rest I don't gotta do. What if install the project software and stuff, because I do not gonna penetrate anymore, and until I finish my report as well. And after I finish chapter 6, first I will finish chapter 6, test chapter 6. Then after I test my chapter 6, After test my chapter 6, then I will, I keep it, finish my report, and use that as a backup just in case if some go back, I could go back to it to write my report. After I done writing my report, then I will try to do chapter 6 on my free time. After I finish chapter 6, then I will erase it and do chapter 1 process, and that's it. I'm not gonna redo this penetration test after I finish what I want to do it. So remotely corrupt Kali Linux, you might be put in a situation where you can't physical access to Raspberry and need to make sure that it can be configured and later and used for future forensic investigation. This could happen if you plant a Raspberry Pi as a network tab, remotely access to it to a branch system, and now need to conclude things by killing the Raspberry Pi. In this scenario, you can't wipe the micro SD drive, so the next best thing is to corrupt the code so that forensic investigators can access it to see how it was used, and during the network breach, let's look at how you remotely kill a Raspberry Pi running Kali Linux. The first thing you might do is delete everything, and you must do this by using the you can do this by using the command remove -rf command, which means remove restricted forcing all files and folder without parent u, and tell this command to start in the root directory. I will do that after I will do this command after I finish chapter 6 and test this, and then running the same command with a.star, that is remove start, would delete all the configure file. This is file. Yeah. This option isn't that good since deleting only tell the system that space is available, but it does not replace auto data, meaning it can be uncovered with forensic tool. A better approach is using dd f equal -development 0 of the equal -development scale, so that the override byte making the data harder to recover. Wow, a lot of stuff. I'm gonna do this approach as well. Another option is to format hard drive. The mxxn dv is the command. The mxxn command create a new .external file system and deliver specific first portion on the first hard drive, which is what we are using to run Kali Linux. Running these command will kill your Kali Linux installation. Be careful of people who you telling you to use such command, as it is command to see people suggest this as a prank. So the next video, I'm gonna talk about development report to show that I complete chapter 1 to chapter 5.